This is Lani. I am, yes, in a bathroom, and don't ask why. I'm not really sure why, actually. I think it's just because I'm too embarrassed to do this in my bedroom because I have sisters. So this would be me here giving you my update in Italy from the bathroom. My first real one, actually. To start, I guess I'll say that I'm from Trophy Club, Texas. My name's Lani, and I am one of the 16 students in Italy for, some of us are here for 5 months, but I'm here for 10 months. I'm staying in Campania, or the region of Campania, which is kind of like Texas or California. It's like a state, and I'm near Naples, or Napoli, which is like near the foot, in between like the foot and the calf of the boot of Italy. So, yeah. I showed you guys last time, or in the last video, some footage from the San Michele Fest, and I never really got to explain what that was. Every year in Italy, they have a festival for each city, and that's because each city has their own patron saint, and obviously the patron saint for the city is San Michele, and when they do have this festival, they have vendors in the streets, and they've got like a concert, and they've got people selling nearly anything that you can imagine. Yeah, so here's some footage from the San Michele Fest that happened about 2 weeks after I arrived.
Hai preso tutto questo?
Sì, sì, sì.
They have this tradition, I guess, for all the saints, or yes, all the saints in the Catholic Church. Every single day belongs to a certain saint in the Catholic Church. For example, today might be the day of Saint Francesco or something, and on that day, everyone who has the name Francesco, or whichever saint is of that day, gets to be told auguri, which is kind of like good wishes or good job or something. And then the day of the patron saint of whatever city you're in is very important in that city, and they celebrate that for like about a week long, I think. I've only seen Maddaloni's patron saint, but I hear there's other ones coming in the nearby cities. So in November, I guess at the first day of November, there's a day for all those people like me, or people who aren't named after a saint, or who are named after the lesser known saints, I guess, and it's called All Saints Day, and that's the day when people who are named after these saints are told auguri, and you celebrate all those saints in the Catholic Church that might be new or not as well known. And that day, this year, or this month, we got the day off. We got that day off, we got Halloween off. Okay, well, Halloween was on Sunday, so obviously we got that off. And the day after that was Day of the Dead, which is the day when all the families in Italy go to visit their loved ones who have passed away. So it's kind of a solemn day. But that meant that this weekend, or that weekend, was a 3-day weekend, which is really big in Italy because we have school on Saturday. And for this little 3-day fest, my family and I went to Foggia, which is another state. No, actually no, Foggia is a city, and Foggia is one of the main cities in Puglia, which is another region just like Campania. So we went there to go visit family because my host family actually comes from Puglia. We're only here because of my my host father's work. And we got to go around and go sightseeing, and here's what it looked like. obviously there wasn't really anything in that video about any traditions or anything to do with the holiday itself, but it was actually, it was still pretty cool. The city was beautiful, and they actually have this, the fountain that you saw was like a, I don't know, it was in the center of Foggia, and it had 5 points going around it, and each of the 5 points pointed to 5 cities, because I don't know if you saw, but the fountain was in the middle of a roundabout, and, well, okay, it had 5 points, and it was in the middle of a roundabout, so it connected 5 streets together, and each of these streets, like, went out to the 5 different regions, or the 5 different parts of Puglia, which I thought was pretty cool. So, I guess from an aerial view, it must look really, really, really fascinating. Yeah. Oh, for Halloween here, they don't really do anything. It's not like in the US where we all go trick-or-treating and dress up and scare people and stuff like that. They just kind of like know it's Halloween, and sometimes like shops have decorations and stuff, but it's not really that big. They do, however, have this tradition where they eat something called granocotto, which is like pomegranate seeds, little chocolate pieces, like granola and gummies. I'm not sure if they're gummies, but they taste like gummies and they look like gummies. And you eat it with a spoon out of like a cup or a little bowl, and you pour something called vincotto over it. And I'm not sure what that is, but I think it's molasses. And it's kind of like a candy, and you eat it for this little 3-day festival thing that's Halloween and Day of the Dead, because I guess it has something to do with the Greek mythology or Roman mythology of Proserpina, who got taken to the underworld and couldn't leave because she had eaten those pomegranate seeds. So every single year around this time they eat granocotto, and that's kind of like their candy, because they don't, like, obviously they don't go and buy Snickers and stuff like that and put them in jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know why we have that tradition, but they don't do it. So that would be my update on Italian festas. Yes. I guess I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.